They did. Just about everything we talked about at halftime happened. I mean, just about every adjustment that we felt like we needed to make for what Temple was going to show us in the second half, we didn't get it done. We knew they were going to come, or we suspected they would come with traps. We suspected they would be all over the glass. And I think that's really what they did. They turned us over, and they got some stops and got some runouts. I thought their post players ran from rim to rim and scored some layups. And it was a tough 16-0 run. So that's we've been talking a lot lately about having collective energy at those times when the game is in the balance, and we've got to find it. I mean, I think when I told the kids when I called the first time out, or actually maybe it was even the second time out in the third quarter, I don't think our players even realized how badly they'd been out. When I said 16, they were like in shock. So I would have thought the first time out would have kind of, settled them down a little bit, but it didn't seem to happen. So, but we can't take anything away from Temple. I mean, they have a very good basketball team. They went 0 for 8 from the three-point line in the first half. We know that's not going to happen. We made some miscues on the adjustments that we talked about in our zone, and they got loose for a couple threes. But really it's just, Temple has that mentality and that killer instinct and that sharks, whatever you want to call it, whatever cliche you want to lose for. They want to rip your eyeballs out at that moment. Yeah. That's basically the team that was on the floor, and we didn't respond very well to that.
Fran, for the first time in a long time, you could see some visible frustration on the players' faces out there. Just things weren't going their way, especially early in the fourth quarter when they couldn't find a way to get maybe even a 5 or 6-0 run to get back into the ball game.
Right. Temple's good.
Yeah.
They made it very hard. They trapped us on ball screens early. They went away from it. We went away from ball screen stuff because we were turning the ball over. Our players like ball screen stuff, but we didn't get much out of it today. So, and I think Cheyenne Creighton really felt a lot of heat and a lot of pressure. They were putting a lot of quick double teams on her and forcing her to be out of spaces that she likes to be to catch the basketball. And then, Taylor Williams, her being in foul trouble didn't help us at all. I mean, we rely on her to be another perimeter scorer for us, to be a face-up person, to be on the glass for us, and that hurt us certainly when she went out of the game. But like I said, we can talk X's and O's all we want. Right? Yeah. Today it was about the mentality that Temple came with in the second half.
Coach, you turn around Wednesday night back at home against the vastly improved Houston team, who I believe is leading SMU right now at the half down in Houston.
Yeah, that's Wednesday. We're gonna probably lick our wounds a little bit today, and then we've got to go back to work. I keep telling this team that there is a recipe for success for this team, but we must do certain things. We've got to keep the score low. And we've got to execute and take care of the basketball. We've got to find some production of some sort, be it rebounding or something off of our bench. But, right now our starters, they're the ones that they have to find some collective energy right now when the game is really in the balance or the other team goes on a run, because they were the ones that were on the floor at that moment when it happened. So, we can talk about a lot of reasons for that, but the fact of the matter is that's what happened, and that's what the solution is.
All right.